Happy Mother's Day. Pull yourself together. Don't you let this beat you. Don't you dare quit. End of quotes. For every moment of doubt I've ever had, those words always come into my soul and erase my fear, concern, or any kind of hesitation. They are words I've relied on in times of great discomfort, despair, and trouble. But who said those words? Was it a famous politician and not a thought leader or an ancient philosopher? No. The person who shared those words calmly yet firmly into my ear had a greater impact on me and who I am today more than a renowned theorist or anyone else. These words come from my own mother, Josina Havere Mululu. As we look to honor our mothers on Mother's Day this year, I often smile and I'm filled with a great sense of pride and comfort when I think of all that my mother was and all that she did for me. It is a frightening thought to think of where I would be without her. My mother worked tirelessly to give my brothers, sisters, and me every advantage she could. And while her income was modest, she never let that stop her from trying to expand our minds, our worlds, or our experiences to help us grow into the best people we could possibly be. As I cared for my mother in her senior years, watching a woman who was so eloquent, so well spoken, and so intelligent to begin to struggle with her memory knowing who I was, my sadness for her plight was many times overtaken by a sense of repayment. I wanted to show her that after all you've done for me, Mama, this is the least that I can do for you. The best moment of my life is to look Mama in the eyes and tell her and assure her that I will take care of her for the rest of her life. She birthed me into this world. She breastfed me. She spent sleepless nights nursing me. She grew me up like an oak tree without a single complaint. This for me was to show her that when the shoe is on the other foot and she has become as helpless as I was, I'll do for her exactly as she did for me. Sadly, many mothers never get the recognition they so rightfully deserve for all the sacrifices that they make for their kids. Sacrifices like going to bed hungry so we can go to bed full, recycling last year's fashions so that we can hear the latest gear, working 2 or 3 jobs with no sleep so that we can have a place to sleep. Mama was always in sandals, and sometimes her feet were so full of dust that I got embarrassed that my friends would laugh at her. Mama, I'm sorry for that, for fear that our friends will see us and laugh. What I didn't know is that Mama had to walk long distances as sacrifices for me to get what I wanted. Impressing our neighbors was never part of her makeup. Her sacrifices was what allowed us to pay for our doctor's visits, our medications, and of course our groceries. Mama had a red pen that she used to mark our books after the homework she gave us. It took me years afterwards when I learned how to read to realize that Mama didn't know how to read. It was just motivation for us to read. I don't know how she knew how to tick right or wrong, but you know what? I believed her marks. She believed in being a student for life. Thank you, Mama, for that. I lost my mother's body to disease and death, but her soul and the woman that she lives in me forever, my brothers and sisters' children, and will live on in their children's children. Mama will never die. While you can, thank your mother, face to face, not face to tombstone, after she's passed away. Let her know every day, not just on Mother's Day, that what she means to you, what her sacrifices meant to you, and how grateful you are for all that she gave up, so that you can be all that you are. Even if she was not ideal, made mistakes as most of us do, exemplified poor choices, or perhaps turned you over to someone else's care, at the very least, she pushed you into this world, so honor her for that. Not all women have the resources inside to raise their children effectively. But as the scriptures say about the woman who poured oil on Jesus' feet, she has done what she could based on what she knew. No one can give you what they do not have. Love her, Forgive her, honor her, and enjoy her. Life is too short for bitterness between a sibling and a mother. To those of us who are blessed with mothers, who had the internal fortitude, the mental stability, and the spiritual maturity to aid us in life, we are all the more blessed knowing that some were not so richly endowed. And mothers, if no one tells you Happy Mother's Day today, I want you to hear it from me and know that you are appreciated for your calm in the storm, your will to never give up, your strength in the struggle, your beauty of your soul, your mind, your spirit, and heart. And we, your children, love you that much. To be genuinely respected, admired, and consistently celebrated by your kid is often the highest of honors for many mothers. When I see a woman being happy and living her best life, it truly brings me so much joy. Woman, your win, every win that you win, feels like my own personal win. Woman, mother, you are constant motivation and inspiration to me every day. When I see that you can do it, I feel like I can too. I love you, Mama.